Right, hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm back with another match preview. This time it's Swansea City versus Preston North End in the Sky Bet Championship this Tuesday night, 7:45 PM kickoff at the Swansea.com Stadium. Another home game, obviously off the back of a really good 1-0 victory against Bristol City at home on the weekend. Clean sheet and 3 points and another Zapata goal. Obviously he's on fire this season. It was an excellent finish as well, and I think it was an all-round good performance. Preston off the back of a 1-0 defeat to Blackburn, who are a side in obviously relegation battle. But that us winning and Preston losing has closed the gap on them to only 3 points. So if we do beat them, depending on what the score is, we could either go above them or level on points with them. It's going to be a tough game nonetheless. They're a good side, hence why they are where they are in the table. And they've had a good season, I would say. At some stages during the season, they've been a bit up and down, but I think over the course of the whole season, they've been good. So it's definitely going to be a tricky game. But from our point of view, we just got to go out there and hopefully try and get another home result. Because we've got a really good home record. I think it's 8 unbeaten at home now, so we're looking to make that 9. 7 of those being wins and 1 of those being a draw. So if we can make that the 8th win at home in our last 9, then that would be excellent. Obviously SNOOP DOGG is going to be there as well, which is going to be very interesting. I think it's great that he's finally coming over. It's been a while now, and it's good. It'll be good to see him there, and hopefully we can get a win in front of him as well. Hopefully it's another good day and good evening, and we're getting 3 points again because our home form has been excellent, and hopefully we can continue that. But going on to the injury news then for both teams, starting off with the Swans, we've got Zidane Anusa out with a back injury, we've got Adam Eder out with a hamstring injury, and Marcus Stamenic, he will be missing his second of 2 games with the suspension, so he'll be unavailable for this one. And then as for Preston, then they've got a couple of players out injured. The first one is Brad Potts with a knee injury. They've got Daniel Iverson out with a groin injury, and they've got Robbie Brady out with a calf injury. 3 players missing for either side. But going on to the key players for both sides, if there's any Preston fans watching this, I think these are the players you probably need to keep an eye out for. Firstly, I'm going to go with Zapata. Obviously, a lot of the Championship fans will know about him because he's obviously the top scorer in the division, and he scored again on Saturday, and he's been excellent for us all season. And it really wouldn't surprise me if he gets another goal. So he's definitely someone to keep an eye out for from a Preston point of view. Second player I'll pick is Ethan Galbraith. Again, he's been excellent for us, playing at right back. His natural position is in midfield, but he's adapted to playing right back really well. I know he has played there before with Leyton Orient, but he hadn't really played there up until Matos got appointed, and I think he's been excellent since Matos has come in, so I'll go with him. And the third and final player I'm going to go with is Lawrence Vigouroux in goal. For me, he's the best keeper in the Championship. He's excellent, and he always, the amount of times he saved us early on in this season and sometimes last season as well. He puts in a great performance every single week, and I can't really think of any mistakes that he's really made. Significant mistakes he's made for us since he's been here. But I'll go with him. And as for Preston's key players, then the first player I'm going to go with is Lewis Dobbin. He's a good player. He's young as well. He's got a lot of experience, despite how young he is as well. Obviously, being on loan from Aston Villa, also had a spell at Everton as well. So he's someone who's got a great mix of youth and experience. So I'll go with him. And the second player I'm going to go with is Jamal Lewis. A player who's got a lot of experience playing for Newcastle and Norwich. So he's definitely a danger man in my opinion, and someone who I think can cause problems. So I'll go with him as my second player. Then the third player I'm going to go with is Alfie Devine. Again, another young player, but he's got a lot of experience, obviously on loan from Spurs. He made a few appearances for them when he first broke onto the scene. So I'll go with him. I think they have got a really good team. and a few good players, but they're the ones that I'm going to pick for Preston. Going on to the team lineup, I'm going to go with then, in goals I'll go with Lawrence Vigouroux, right back I'll go with Ethan Galbraith, left back Josh Tyman. Two centre backs I'm going to go with Ben Cabango and Cameron Burgess. Holding midfielder I'll go with Jay Fulton. And then two other midfielders I'm going to go with Goncalo Franco and I'm going to go with Melko Waddell. On the wings I'm going to go with Omji Sung and Gustavo Nunes. And up front I'm going to go with Zan Vopotnik. But going on to a score prediction, it's going to be a tough game. It always is in the Championship, but we've got a good home record, and I think that will continue. I'm confident. I'm going to say Swansea City 2, Preston North End 0. I'm going to say Zan Vopotnik once again to get on the score sheet, and I'm going to say to get the other goal, I'm going to say Melko Waddell to get his first goal for the club. 2-0 Swans, Melko Waddell and Zan Vopotnik. But once again, a massive thanks for watching this. I will be back tomorrow with a matchday vlog, so stay tuned and thank you for watching.